Here today, I have another What If Total Drama video, and I think this one might actually end up being pretty surprising, determining on what happens in terms of event. Now, what I'm gonna do is, the challenges are the same, the teams are the same, but if your team loses, the other team gets to vote someone off of your team instead. So it's a basically What If alternate universe. Keep in mind, everything moving forward is only my opinion. If you guys like this, please make sure to leave a like. It's a huge help to the channel. Subscribing would be an immense help as well. My gaming channel is down in the description below. Let's get it. By the way, comment one person from each team you want to win. Alright, so I'm just gonna say that all the events for like the first 2 episodes play out. Even the part about Ezekiel's sexist comment. But when Chris reveals that's the other team who gets to choose who to vote, I feel like it becomes a whole new playing field. Obviously, they haven't had much time to get to know each other, let alone the other people on the other team. And I do feel like the girls would still be offended about what Ezekiel said. But I feel like people like Heather, Izzy, Noah, and Justin will probably convince the rest of them that they should take this opportunity to take out someone strong. And so that is exactly what I believe happens. At the end of it, Eva, you are the first one most realistically. But don't worry, I got plans for you. Alright, now the Awake-a-thon challenge, I feel like Eva leaving probably doesn't too much to alternate the timeline. She did do very well in that challenge, but at the same time, Gwen just wins it anyway. I don't think Eva helped her win in any way. Now it's time for Killer Bass to lose another member. And obviously, during the Awake-a-thon, Heather made the alliance with Lindsay and Beth. And I also know that she opposes Lindsay from talking with Tyler. However, with the rules being changed like this, I think she'll actually use it to her advantage. She'll be like, Lindsay, try to get Tyler to like you, me, and Beth. And then she says, Beth, try to get Ezekiel to like me, you, and Lindsay. It's a little weird having a romance between these two, but just hear me out. It's for Heather's little alliance scheming. So I do feel like whenever they talk with the team on who to eliminate, they make sure to exclude Ezekiel and Tyler. And this time, once again, I feel like they might target strength instead of someone who's being rebellious. So I'm gonna say it's between Jeff, Duncan, and DJ. And at this point in time on the show, they believe that the winner would be like by jury. So they took an evaluation at who was the most likable, and they kind of deemed it was Jeff. I'm sorry, Jeff, that's just how the votes went. Plus, you're kind of strong, as long as a splinter doesn't get in your way. Alright, Dodge Brawl. We still got Duncan, we still got Harold, we got Courtney and Katie, who actually did very well in Dodgeball. We got Ezekiel, who maybe even is a little bit good. We've never seen him throw a ball, I don't think. I'm sure he can hit one person, maybe Cody or Beth, because Beth let him. But with Duncan's prison rules and Harold's amazing ballerina skills, I am not going to take that moment away from him. Killer Bass win. And now this time, they're doing some payback. So with Killer Bass in their first dub, feel like because of Ezekiel and Tyler, who will probably tell Duncan, DJ, Harold, whatever, I feel like Heather, Lindsay, Beth will probably be safe. Harold kind of likes Lashana a lot, so I feel like he would probably keep her safe as well. I kind of think it's between Justin or Izzy, and I think they feel like Justin has less of a soul than Izzy, so they don't mind getting him out now. Which means they would also have to choose someone else for the talent show, so it's Heather, Trent, and Izzy. I think out of the rest, she might have the most convincing moves to pull off Heather. Especially since Heather and Izzy are kinda working together secretly, kinda not secretly anyway. Like, not officially, but we know Izzy does work with Heather in TDI. Killer Bass, without Jeff, will have to choose someone else. So it's Courtney, DJ, and you know what? I'm gonna say Sadie and Katie's little dance routine thing they do. In which, unfortunately, Killer Bass loses. Now, this time, I feel like they might be using, like, feelings this time to vote someone out. So, by a close vote between Ezekiel and Tyler. Ezekiel, I'm so sorry, my boy. At least you weren't first. Now we have the Sucky Outdoors, in which you already know Katie and Sadie are the reasons to blame for that team losing. Why change it here? Now, I'm gonna say they're so angry at Katie and Sadie that Tyler tells Lindsay to please vote one of them off, or he might get eliminated if they keep losing. And even Courtney tries to tell Owen, Gwen, Cody all the same thing. Even Noah, because Noah, you know, isn't like a superhero or anything. He can be a little devious if it means he gets like farther in the game. And since Katie is a little bit stronger than Sadie, unfortunately, I feel like that is the one pick. R.I.P. Katie. Alright, phobia factor. Tyler, this is where you are supposed to go, but you're not gonna go. I'm gonna tell you that right now, because you did your challenge. You did your dare. You did your fear, and they still counted it wrong. Nah, I'm gonna count it right. Noah probably fumbles his fear. Cody fumbles his. Lashana fumbled. However, Courtney, Bridget, Harold, you guys also fumbled. You guys as well fumbled, but I feel like they might give extra points due to y'all having so little people. So with them losing the same amount as points, but their points being worth more, I'ma say that Killer Bass somehow technically win. And Heather did read Gwen's diary out loud to everyone, and that could be a reason for everyone to vote her on the other team. But realistically, because of Lindsay, Tyler can. Duncan, for strategic purposes, won't. Same thing with Courtney. And I feel like Harold is probably smart enough to realize there's better moves, and Duncan probably peer pressure DJ. You know what? I'm gonna say that everyone is sick and tired of Owen being stinky. He smells like ass all the time. I'm sorry, Owen. This is probably where you go. In this universe, you did mid. It kind of feels weird without his big beanbag ass. Izzy messed it up for her team. The government is after her. R.I.P. Izzy. The only thing, though, is she gets arrested and she doesn't come back. Cody is mauled by a bear, and since he is physically injured, I feel like the other team won't vote him to get out, because why would they? That's an advantage for their team. And so instead, I feel like Heather and Lindsay try to convince Tyler and the others to vote between Gwen, Trent, and Lashana. And I'm so sorry, Gwen. You had a good run, but you do make people angry, and I do feel like in this universe, Heather, Alliance, and her wit, her scheming, all of that will probably get you. Alright, now this is the point when Beth is done fed up with Heather. She doesn't want anything to do with Heather anymore. This is the Hell's Kitchen episode. She still kind of works with her, but like halfway through, she's done. Not to mention she brought the bad juju. However, Owen is not there to eat their food, and as you know, Killer Bass did kind of mid. So I feel like with Screaming Gophers successfully making their food, they actually win this. That is a huge change. Owen's not there to ruin it. Heather's locked in the freezer. We got Noah's brains, Trent's handiness, Lashana's skill and authority. Cody, he's in bandages right now. Give him like 2 more episodes, he should be fine. And so I think Heather takes notice to Courtney and Duncan kind of starting to like each other, and she also knows that both of them are very strong contestants, and so she probably easily convinces the rest of them to get out Duncan now while they can. R.I.P. Duncan. Heather taking out everyone with this alliance, bro. And you gotta keep in mind, no one else in Total Drama Island really tried to do an alliance, which is so crazy to me considering it's dead-ass Survivor. So Heather was, you know, up in there, like she was in the game. She knew what she was doing. So this is the episode where Sadie gets out because she's a terrible partner, and it is hugely due to Courtney. But you know what? When they lose, Courtney has no say-so at all. Screaming Gophers do. And it's either between Courtney or DJ. And I can't even lie, Courtney. It might be your time. R.I.P. Harold can't rig the votes for you. Alright, Cody, I'm gonna say you're gonna go to Killer Bass. Team swap. Congratulations, final 12 as well. So they have to go through Chef's boot camp, and I won't even lie, seeing this cast between Cody, Sadie, and Harold, the 3 weakest from each team, I can't even lie, Killer Bass, you win. Congratulations. By the way, the teams might go a little longer than expected, like the normal universe. And I feel like Heather kind of talks to Tyler about getting Beth out because she's about to betray. She's kind of lying, but she knows Beth isn't a part of the alliance anymore, and she's trying to get Lindsay away from her, and Heather does not want that. So I feel like Tyler, DJ, Harold, and you know what, probably Cody, maybe even Bridget. They all kind of just vote Beth. R.I.P. Basics training. We all know what goes down in this episode. Harold, what he gained, what he lost, and what he saw. And you know what, Harold? I feel like your team loses. Lindsay dominates. Heather definitely wants you gone for what you saw. Noah, Lindsay, and Heather, that's all kind of takes. Goodbye, Harold. Alright, now you heard it right earlier in the video. 2 people are going to be coming back. And those 2 contestants are, obviously, Eva. She needs to return the Go-to-Goats being placed on the Killer Bass Tribe. And Duncan being brought back for the Screaming Gophers. Now things are cooking. And we all know Lashana beats Eva at her own game. Get to have your trailer. Congratulations. And you know what? Just like the actual show, R.I.P. I don't see any reason why they wouldn't get her right back out. So this is the scavenger hunt where they have to get keys. But I'm gonna say, first team to have 4 people find keys that unlock a chest with food in it or something, that team win. And I'm so sorry, Killer Bass. I feel like Noah gets it, Heather, Trent, and then Duncan. Cody and Sadie, you both did have a key. So I'm gonna say, Cody and Sadie, both of you did get food. Trust me, Sadie, we know you sniffed it out. I'm gonna say because of that, Chris grants both of you immunity, in which it's between DJ and Bridget. And without Jeff here to convince anyone, I'm kinda sorry, Bridget. I feel like this is probably where you get out. You tried your best, R.I.P. In the canon version, she went next anyway and hide and be sneaky. And I won't even lie, I feel like Cody, DJ, and Tyler, they would all be goats at hiding. DJ, I know, is a little, like, iffy on whether or not he could hide, but I feel like if he really wanted to and try, he could. And who knows, maybe Sadie could as well. She could find, like, a cave or something. She's really good at finding caves. In which Lindsay hiding in really dumb places. Lashana's the only one to find a good hiding place, because Heather's caught, Duncan's caught, Noah probably gets caught because he's cocky, and then Trent gets caught. Killer Bass, you win. Congratulations. They have no idea when merges, so they don't want to take a chance on the other team potentially winning again. And even though DJ kinda doesn't want to, the majority does vote out Duncan. I'm sorry, my boy. You did well. You weren't immediately eliminated. The bike race, that's off the chain. Everyone has to build a bike and then race it. Whichever team fully crosses first wins. Screaming Gophers, you guys have to pick someone to not build a bike and not race. And I feel like Noah, Lashana, Trent, Heather, they all collectively agree that Lindsay, do not build a bike. And because of this, Lindsay, you are automatic safety. And now Heather's very mad at Lindsay because she wanted that. And as you know, they have to swap bikes after it's built, surprising them. And I won't even lie, Screaming Gophers bikes probably built a lot better than Killer Bass bike. And so due to Screaming Gophers giving their better bikes to Killer Bass, I'ma say they win. Lindsay can't be voted out. Heather pretends like she knew it was gonna happen, and that's why she convinced everyone to let Lindsay not build a bike, because she knew in the end she would be safe because it would make sense, even though Heather didn't know that. She just told everyone not Lindsay because she thought she was a little bit. So I feel like because of this, Lindsay convinces Tyler and Sadie, which I feel like she's grown a very strong bond. Because believe it or not, they kind of both like each other. They talk to each other. They're chill and stuff. And I feel like if they're both telling Cody who to vote, he would definitely get peer pressured. It's between Lashana and Trent. R.I.P. my boy Trent. R.I.P. Almost made it to the final 8. You did better here though, so congrats. Hook, line, and screamer. This time, I'm gonna say there's like a little bit of different rule. Obviously, they're on this island. The killer's about. But what they don't know is the secret goal is the first team to be completely quote-unquote slaughtered is the losing team, and one of them will be eliminated. And I'm so sorry, but Killer Bass, you're losing. You're so losing. You're losing so hard, it's crazy. Alright, now since Lindsay got the immunity and made Heather peeved for literally no reason, I think Heather might try and take it out on Lindsay, but in a sly way. So they tell Noah and Lashana that they're all gonna vote Tyler tonight. But what actually happens is Lindsay and Heather vote Sadie, and Noah and Lashana vote Tyler. It is a tie. Heather wanted to do this That way it would make Noah and Lashana seem very bad in Lindsay's eyes in retrospect. However, unfortunately for Heather, Sadie cannot clutch that fight. Tyler does win the Tide Challenge. I'm so sorry, Sadie. You did amazing. Wawanakwa gone wild. Everyone has to capture an animal. And I'm gonna say, when they capture an animal, that means they are in the merge. The last person to capture their animal will be eliminated, unfortunately. Duncan is not here to paralyze Heather, which means she has a much greater chance at getting her animal. And she has the trank gun, which means she can actually get the bear. Probably goes to Cody, in which it's kind of hilarious watching him get hurt by it. But at the end of the day, I do feel like he gets it, so congrats to him. I'm just gonna say it now, at some point Heather gets her bear. Maybe somehow still ends up tranquilized by Lashana, like she shoots her son. Lashana's frog, she obviously gets that, good job. Lindsay gets the duck, which I think would be hilarious to watch her fumble with, but I do feel like she would get it. DJ gets a deer, Noah gets a beaver, and Tyler gets a raccoon. I think those are all very fitting and be funny to watch. DJ, good job, you got the deer, which means it's between Tyler and Noah, and I'm sorry, but I do not want a couple in the final 6. R.I.P. Tyler. Noah, congratulations. Now finally we have the merge, a lot later than normal. Final 6 competing for the win. Now this one is in pairs, so I'm gonna say that due to this like season's theme or whatever, not only will the winning pair win immunity, but they will also have only vote. The pairs are DJ and Lindsay, Noah and Cody, along with Heather and Lashana, in which, congratulations, the winning team is DJ and Lindsay. You guys get to vote whomever you want. Now keep in mind, they still think this is by a jury vote. Heather kind of whispers in Lindsay's ear. Obvious winner here who will win if they make it to the finale. R.I.P. Cody, you tried your best. This is unfortunately where it comes to an end though. Alright, we all know what happens to 5th place, and you know, to keep the fan base angry as hell, I'ma keep it the same. I let Lashana win so many of my tier lists. I need to give you a break. She probably has the highest number of wins on my channel, low-key. The final 4 fighting it out, trying to get this dub. They obviously wake up in a jungle or whatever. They have to fight to survive. They're in a pair of 2. The pair being Heather and Noah, plus DJ and Lindsay. Noah and Heather make it out of this as W's, winning this thing guaranteed in the final 3, and they obviously get to vote, and I think they both agree that the best chance of winning is to get DJ out. I'm so sorry. You did amazing. And just like Total Drama Island, I feel like Lindsay gets a pep talk from Noah about all the terrible things Heather has done to her, to Beth, to the rest of her friends, and he even spills the beans on what really happened to Tyler. So how Gwen and Owen teamed up, I feel like that's exactly how it's going to be with Noah and Lindsay. Heather still leaves this island bald, Caillou type beat, which means congratulations. The final 2, you guys get to choose who the winner is, who the alt winner is. You guys are so amazing for watching this. If you have any suggestions, please comment down below, and I dare you to have a good day.